Said I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benz, ooh, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. I can't stand it. Out of order way you move and see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. Waco taking risks, for real. Went through hell to get to this, for real. I'm not person making lists, for real. I stay low and stack my chips, for real. You keep looking for a flip, for real. That's not wealth, that's rich, for real. 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 For real, for real, really real, really real, really real, really real, for real, for real, for real, for real. No liens on the whip, for real. I get bored, I take a trip, for real. Take a loss, I never trip, for real. Been in shock, I'm not a lick, for real. Don't trust the soul, it's on my hip, for real. Make a move and you get hit, for real. No pictures by the crib, for real. Can't let them know just where I live, for real. 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 Really real. Really real. Really real. Really real. For real. For real. For real. On my wrist, for real. LV on my chick, for real. We
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Hope everyone is good. Let me make sure most systems go. Yes, sir. Everything looks like it's working. Hope you're all well. Hope you all had a good Tuesday, and it is Wednesday today, CPI day, if I remember correctly. I am like 99% sure. But yeah, let's get it. Let's see what we got going on in the charts. Full focus today. Let's go. So, orange juice plus 1,000%. No, I think orange juice is still dumping, man. I think orange juice is still dumping. Anyways, calendar for today. Wednesday, we do have CPI today at 4:30. So 30 minutes after New York Open here. German booba. What's a booba? Where's my German guys? What's a booba? So, booba president is speaking at 5:45, but it's not going to affect us here in London. Bundesbank. It's a fun name, that, man. Booba. So we'll see what Mr. Booba has to say here, and we'll take it from there. This morning we have 12:45. We have ECB speaking here, right? Something like Dragon. I don't know, man. It's Booba. Fun to say, man. It's fun to say. I don't know. Anyways, the only thing we need to worry about is this here. Which is not till 12:45, so 45 minutes after London Open. So hopefully a nice move comes, like, around London Open, and then we just need to be careful about this speech. It definitely can affect with what's been going on with defense stocks for DAX. But in terms of GJ and gold, nothing really. Only threat is really gold ranging with us having CPI today. So CPI is very important. They're expecting inflation to come down here, but with what Trump is saying, I wouldn't be surprised to see inflation come back at that 3%. Seeing inflation come back at that 3% would actually bring a bounce in dollar. Now, the crazy thing is that a bounce in dollar is not going to be something that's out of surprise. Like, we could continue to see it bounce. We've had a very, very, very aggressive move towards the downside, just sitting around this big 4-hour support zone here. Kind of faked out, but seeing a bounce from here is not going to be crazy. Right, so it's not gonna be crazy to see a bounce out of here, maybe back up into the 104s before coming back to it. So definitely CPI we could see come back a little bit hotter. That will eventually dump gold here, and if that was the case, we would see. But to be honest, gold has not really been affected by too much by dollar, so we would see more of a whipsaw price action in gold. Push up, push down, etc. But let's go ahead and do the analysis. Started off with GJ here. So on GJ, we have a very good daily close in terms of bullish. You can see very strong bullish candle from this daily support down here. We are close to a daily resistance, but already broken current daily high. We haven't tapped that daily resistance yet, so definitely can be a target for today. If we bring back drawings, don't know why my drawings are all there. We need to mark this resistance up here. DR like that. So we're going to have a look at that. Try to upload a snapshot of trade, but it says couldn't, something went wrong. Put the link. Just go to camera, copy link. Link always works better. So daily resistance, a target for today. Let's see what 4 hours is saying. 4-hour resistance is somewhere here. I'm not going to mark it because I have a 15-minute resistance above. We have a 4-hour resistance a little bit higher. Now this 4-hour did close bearish, so it is a mixed session bias. But the way we close respecting this previous 4-hour support, it doesn't look as bearish compared to bullish it is for me. So I could expect some sort of continuation. Now, I think today is pretty easy in terms of the plan for buys. I'm just seeing pure breakout trades today be an option. Closes above 191.699 seem to be an option here. Big LTA towards the left. Pretty nice zone to trade. And we have at least 29 pips to the daily resistance there, and then we see what's up. Now, price may decide it wants to dip down. Now, this dip down could be an issue where everyone starts to sell. Yeah, the sells could make sense if I see structure. Otherwise, we could reject here and actually continue the buy. So, realistically, I would like to sell preferably below 191.122. But if I see good structure formed, I could sell to that spot, right? Because it's not too close. What are we working on? About 12 pips here. So, depending on how it forms, I could sell to here and see what's up. And then look for, because it's almost the same, right? If we consider this as key level, it's also 11 pips away. So it's almost the same ranges, but we're going to see how that forms, you know, especially big candles leaving this zone. 1 hour candle leaving this zone, definitely going to give us some information and something we can do with. So inside this range, personally, I'm not interested inside this range here. So we're going to see, we just needed to leave this range here. So I'm not interested. It's pretty obvious. But some people might be thinking, how can we trade in the range? Not for me. Someone says weekly level is close. Yeah, that will be above the resistance as well. We've also crossed through it with a couple of dailies. But by the time we get above the 15, we'd be above that. So I'm not too worried. And we've tested it this morning already. So that is the plan for GJ. Looking at gold here, gold as well creating similar type of consolidation. Let's start off on daily on gold here. So daily time frame still stuck at this daily resistance. We didn't close above compared to GJ, which closed above. So we're still stuck at the daily resistance. 4 hour time frame also rejecting here. I mean, gold looks a little bit more bearish if you ask me with the way we're rejecting, but it is still mixed session bias. A little bit more choppy on gold because of CPI today might influence that a little bit more. Also, this range that we've been stuck in, we basically pulled back straight back into that crappy range. So if it's going to continue acting how it has been, then we need to definitely keep an eye on that. Yesterday in New York session, we had some interesting price action. We tried to break out, fail, come back, did some interesting work here yesterday. This was NY, London was here, NY was here, and then we kind of ranged for the rest, man. Not really too much here. So if I'm looking at ranges today, not the cleanest ranges, but definitely above the 4 hour looks very nice to capitalize off buys. So the thing is, I would like to buy above there, but by the time we reach there, it's too late. So another option I have, gonna see 1 hour time frame first, is we have a lot of rejections from here. So it could be a little bit tricky selling below here. Yeah, I definitely don't want to sell below here, but maybe below here, this 15, we could look for sells. Now we do have the key level, but we're not really been reacting too much off this key level. Yes, there is, so I still want to leave it, and we're not sitting right at it. So I want to look for potential structure to be formed, and then look for those type of sells there. Now with the 4 hour candle, obviously, you know, it is closing bullish here, but a lot of rejections coming from daily resistance. Technically, bias would be bullish here, but I'm going to keep it as mixed because of the way we're rejecting daily resistance, rejecting 4 hour resistance, and we have a weak candle. By the time we're breaking that low, it's like a 4 hour setup 3. But in saying that, if we do have a bullish bias, we could play the range and buys could make sense. Now, if you look, this is the ideal setup I like inside of a range. And I really like these setups in a range, which is this type of stuff here. You can see this type of stuff where you get structure, first setup 2 fails, and then you build structure and then close above. That trade there, easy trade. See that easy trade? Clean candles to the left, very simple trade. Same thing back here. This setup 2 failed, change of structure, good continuation. So those changes of structure from bottom range are very nice. So you want that changes of structure, and that's what we want at the bottom of the range to have the highest probability. So to see a change of structure here would be great. Would be great to see a change of structure from the bottom of the range instead of just one candle closing bullish. So that's what I'd like to see is that, because we do have an LTA here formed already. So it is tradable inside the range, especially that we're at the bottom of the range. If we respect the bottom of the range, we get that change of structure for the confirmation, should be good. Now, if we don't get change of structure, makes it a little bit harder, but then we can start to look at buys back above maybe the previous structural points here and start to play with that. The nice thing is we've created quite a big LTA. We're working with a 70 pip LTA here, so should be okay. We just need to be careful about some of these zones here, but it's a range, it's messy, you know, there's gonna be all of this bullshit above 1 hour, 30 minutes, so we're kind of just looking to play the range. Ideally we don't have to, because it does become a little bit complex, you know. So ideally we can just look to capitalize off DAX and GJ until gold gets out the range. Now the sells are not going to be a problem. We don't really have that same problem that we have with the you know, with all those resistances above and stuff. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be looking at. We're going to take it from there. So DAX, last pair of today. Remove these drawings. Pop. start off on the daily time frame here. So daily time frame here closed at daily support again. So we're very close to daily support yesterday, but yesterday we properly tested it and closed pretty much at it. So we have another daily support down here. We can mark that, why not? 4 hour time frame is saying what? So mixed bias here. We're having lower high, lower low. This closed on a new lower low. Next target gonna be this 4 hour support. After we retest this 4 hour support, if that's gonna happen today. So it is mixed bias. We could see buys as well. We do have a pretty good 4 hour range. Today ranges look a lot better than yesterday, but we're gonna see the lower time frame. Yesterday DAX was extremely tough in London session. Did a lot of fake outs. Yeah, some nice ranges here. 1 hour, 30 minute. So obviously buys in hindsight are looking good above this type of range. 15 also looks good above here. Now the selling option is a little bit more complex. Why? Because below daily support is happy days. Below daily support, pretty easy. Pretty easy below daily support. But before daily support, there's not many ranges here, if I'm being honest. There's not many ranges here to take sells. Now buys back up to this 15, it is possible, yes, but we need supports to be formed. We're gonna see how that ends up forming on the charts, but yes, that is possible here. That is possible to buy back up, but you know, we are dumping down quite fast, so we by no time will be back into that zone. Based on 1 hour, there's plenty of room, but I'm not really in the mood to run 1 hour stops 83 points. Could be the trade for today, but you know, I'm not in the mood for that. Setup 2 taking place right now. Where? What pair you're talking about, bro? So yeah, we're gonna see on DAX. No, there's no setup 2 taking place just yet. Just yet, there's no setup 2 just yet. This is just like a rejection from the high. If a setup 2, we would have clean candles here, right? Here we have all support. So even on 1 hour, previous 1 hour closed bullish, didn't close bearish. So it's not just yet a setup 2. Yeah, so we're gonna see how price forms, because we could just could create some sort of support to go up on the left. What's on the left, brother? So we're gonna see what price wants to do, whether it wants to continue dumping like this and we create structures to continue down, or do we want to create supports and maybe start to try find our way. Ultimately here we're already dumping down quite heavily, so if we're gonna get the continuation below daily support, I wonder if we can trade from here to daily. Let's see how risky that is. It's 20 points, you know, it's possible. It's possible. I prefer below daily support, but it definitely is possible. With the speed we're dumping right now, you're gonna be here in no time. But look at this. This is some very heavy moves. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan here. Let's see how this ends up forming. This could be the liquidity pre-session. We could just end up taking buys from the bottom of the range. We are mixed session buys, so buys will also make sense today. It will be quite straightforward, to be honest, because if price wants to continue up, it's going to respect these zones here. We're going to see that upside. And if price wants to continue down, it's going to get below here. So it's kind of going to tell us what it wants to do. The only thing that we can't avoid is, of course, potential fake outs to upside and downside. So you know, this is why trading is not 100%. Otherwise, you could just sell below here, win 100% at a time. Buy if it rejects, win 100% at a time. But the part that's going to cause your trade to fail is if price wants to fake out, or if price wants to pop up but make a lower high. Then you end up losing the buys as well, okay? But even if it makes a lower high and you're in from a good position, you can still get out at break even, or even that's enough to take profit. So it's not necessarily the worst thing, and that's the part of being a trader, is you can control the outcome of the trade once you're in profit. So this is what I'm looking for, and yeah, this is what I'm gonna be waiting for on the charts here. My plan for today. So if you haven't already, make sure to leave a like on the stream. 300 of us in here, get it up to 150, would appreciate it. And yeah, let's get it. Let's get it.
Hey Harry.
Yo, man.
I didn't want to interrupt you. I wanted to see what you were saying. But if you're looking right now at the chart, what you're looking at, the last 2 candles, if you see right next, like on the left of them, there is a little support. Like you didn't mark it because it's not, it's not there. But like directly on the left of the candle is a dip, and then it goes up, right? So that, if you look at that as a support, the previous red candle, it closed right below it. So technically, enabling us for S2. And then on the left
But
of
that's
that,
not
we
S2,
have
that's S1.
S. Oh, yeah, my bad. Of course, S1.
Yeah.
And then on the left of that, we have a little LTA, and I mean, this
Yeah,
happened
I know
before our
what you
session.
mean.
So
That you just said S2, so I was just clarifying
yeah,
it was not S2.
I messed up. Yeah.
Yeah, you could trade from here to here, and then see what happens here.
Too bad it happened before the session.
Yep. Hi bro, I got into a gold trade and got a win. Enter per setup 2 with high time frame buys, session buys, 4 hour previous assumption, previous candle wick, 4 hour flipped closes my TP. I posted in London session, actual snap. I could post a link which is now. Yeah, we'll have a look at it, bro. So yeah, that's the analysis, boys. Let's see what happens. How's GJ doing? Nice liquidity grab from bottom of range, to be honest. Let's see this trade you're talking about. Yeah, this from the bottom of the range. This is fine. This is fine. The only issue here is in these ranges, it could be less confidence because of what? I like that you waited for structure, but there's a lot of resistance. You'll find 1 hour sitting here. But if you're just playing from bottom of range to top of range, it makes sense. But it's not always the best place to trade because this could become a rejection. Yes, you have the confirmation with the change of structure, which is why it's okay to take. But overall, sometimes it could become a little bit of a headache when you have all of this BS here to the left, but you do have that wick, and I get it. It's just sometimes it can be difficult. But the entry strategy you used was perfect, though. Waiting for those structures and stuff, that's exactly what you want to be doing. What's up, man? You just wrote question mark. Let's see what you circled at the chart. No range to trade above. There's plenty of range. I don't know where you're getting. What's a DCR? What's a DCR? Daily resistance? No daily resistance there, brother. Free until this 192 basically. So from there to 192 is not bad, man. That's a 28 pip range is tradable for sure. 28 pip range is tradable. Daily candle resistance. Yeah, that's true. Could be daily candle resistance. So make sure you're marking properly. Maybe check what broker you're using. I'm using Forex.com. Maybe on Owanda it looks different. Oh, even Owanda has room. How much room does Owanda have break of high? Owanda has 23, so a little bit less. About 6 pips less. But look at how this daily candle formed on Owanda. That's what's messing it up. Going to apply for the membership when I'm paid later today. Will there be free spaces? We still have 2, bro, so you can definitely join the group. We still have 2 spaces. All you do, you don't need to, you just join from the link on the website. So we still have 2, and then I'll close it up for the rest of the month. There's a 30-minute zone in the middle. 30 minutes is clean. We do have this one here, but I'm expecting the next time we get above, we should be okay. We can keep this definitely as a watch. But the point is that whenever we create a big consolidation like this, and we already fake out in the morning, if that's going to be the fake out, it's just going to be extremely nasty to see this do a double liquidity grab and then fail. To see a double liquidity grab is just really crap price action. I can't trade that scared. Otherwise, just not going to take a trade today. Like I can't be scared of the double. It can happen. The double liquidity grab can happen. But let's say I'm getting in from here. If I get very uncomfortable, I'm already up maybe 8-9 pips, 5 at worst. I can still make a decision to even close half if I'm just super uncomfortable with the idea that it pushes through, because looking at 1 hour, it looks very solid. You know, the main idea is look how much consolidation we're forming here, you know. How many trades do you take on average per week? I normally take around 3 trades on average per week. Recently, it's been a lot slower, but for good reason. You know, there were options yesterday and the day before. I just kind of hesitated off them based on the price action, which long term is fine, but recently can be frustrating. But that's not really what trading is about, to let that type of stuff frustrate you. Just your risk tolerance, you know. Back into range 2, yes. So DAX we need to wait for the open here, let it form some sort of structure point. Right now it just dumped down straight. Needs to make a decision. Up or down, sir? 1 hour will look like it will close pretty healthy here, to be honest. Potentially even above its own resistance. We might even get the 15 straight closing above here. Stops will be pretty big actually if the 15 straight closes above. See what it would look like here with a tight close. 43 for 27. It's tight in terms of, but remember what we spoke about risk to reward, right? Remember what we spoke about risk to reward. So this is where we have to kind of adapt that, right? Because yesterday we spoke about risk to reward. Yes, it is. But if it's the only option here, it might just be the way. Might be the only way. Get it on a 5 or something closing above. During NY, what pairs do you usually trade? I usually trade gold. GJ, if it's setting up, I'll trade GJ in NY. I took a GJ trade in NY last week. And US 30 as well I look into. I'm not fully signed on US 30, meaning that I'm making that 100%, but I'm getting better and better, and I'm liking it more and more. Especially now that US summertime has come, it's much better. Nice, bro. I've been on and off for 2 years. I'm 22 now. That life feeling when you just like enough is enough, need to lock in and do it. Yes, it's gonna take that type of lock-in period, you know. On and off can be tough because, you know, you can kind of forget and not be in the flow. It's a lot of stuff. All right, 1 hour about to close here. Let's see if it closes above. If it closes above, it's already in an active setup. Udia speaking. Oh man, don't tell me the time we have a range like this, Udia just decides to open his mouth. This is terrible. You can't fake it. Oh my god, bro. That's not fair, man. That's really not fair. Shit. We have to be careful. 1 hour close below anyway, so we need a 15-minute here since there's no 1 hour. Let's see what gold. Gold closed at support as well. I think we're closing at this 30-minute support here as well. So both pairs closed at support. 15-minute close straight, so even the 15 at support. So we need something closing below on everything. So nothing was 20 minutes ago. Yeah, but look at the gap between what he's saying here. This was 33 minutes. And then this was 43, 10-minute gap. Maybe, hopefully it's done. 43 to now it's been like 15 minutes. This guy is slow. This guy is slow. So we need to see. Hopefully it's done. We need to check. It's on YouTube normally. Is this sign of intervention? No. Yes. Yes, yes. JGB operation is an intervention, yes. If exceptional yield spike though. Remember the voiceover? That was classic, bro. Still have that on Instagram recorded. That was classic. "15 minutes, we could get a close above here." So if the 1 hour closed above, we could actually get in pretty aggressive with a 5. We would have to run bigger stops, but we spoke about that yesterday, allowing ourselves to take a little bit more negative risk to reward just based on how market's been moving. But this would be an example of breaking the plan, because yes, I could simply just take a buy here, break of high, but now I'm not waiting for anything. 30-minute didn't close above, 1 hour didn't close above, and 15 didn't close above. I'm breaking my plan here on all time frames. So this would just be me. This is where people try to change their strategy and lose long term here, because maybe today it works out, but that will give me false expectations to do that often. And if I do that often, it's just going to be a losing trade, and then you just give that money back plus more. So hopefully we do actually get a close today, would be perfect. It is a big range, so even if we're closing up here at 800s, it's not over, you know, and this is my point here. It is a big range. 5 minute is due for structure, so hopefully that can all come together and be nice. So we're just gonna see. Same thing on gold. It's the exact same story on gold, just the opposite. Look at this, it's the same thing. Here's your breakout. We are due for structure on gold as well. And this would be the breakout. This would be the equivalent of a 30-minute level here as well. So it's the same. Gold range would just be a tiny bit smaller than what GJ would be doing. Why is the colors inverse? Oh my god, bro, did you just see what I did? I inversed it so that we can view it in a buying scenario. Because buying scenario, I see things clearer. I prefer to look at guys, the chart colors are not backwards. I just prefer to look at it at a buying scenario. DAX same as well. Yeah, I mean DAX would be more. DAX is not at the bottom or top of range. DAX is in the middle, so it's not like it's going to break out to the bottom or top, but it is that type of plan. In Germany, you call alt STRG? That's what alt is called? What is STRG? Now I'm interested, bro. Don't know. In Germany, they... What? What is Sturang? What does that mean? Caps? I don't know. Shift, maybe. Shift. I'm guessing shift. Yeah, what does that mean? Shift? Control. Ah. Sturang means control. I see, I see. I was wrong. Since it had S, I got bamboozled. I got bamboozled because it had S, so my mind went to shift. Shit, man. Alt-I, Alt-I. It doesn't work? Alt-I, Bentley. I got a question about gold yesterday. You said you don't like to take second breakouts. I wanted to know if you meant second breakouts during a session or in general. During a session. During a session. Do actual breakouts can happen on gold GJ even before London Open? 1,000,000%. Most of them do. If you look at my history of trading here, most of these breakouts, like setup 1 is breakouts, all are happening before London Open here. All before London Open. 12 o'clock would be London Open. You can see there's a lot of stuff after. You're using TradingView analysis, TradingView app, or you're using TradingView browser? Eight minutes. Let's see what happens in 8 minutes. Gold is actually creating the structure. 5 minute has structure there as well. So unlike GJ does not have the structure yet. So definitely can come. Starting to see 5 minute candles still reject this resistance. Nothing has closed above. We'll see in 3 minutes if something is able to close above. Browser for me, Mac doesn't work. No, Mac you have to press not control. What is it on Mac? Mac has command. You have to play command I. Well, too bad. You guys don't get it. Command shift I. Try. Set up 5 gold back would be enough. Room, yes, definitely would be enough. Scam Tradingview, only for Tradesharpe they give it. I started watching your YouTube videos all over again. Man, you look fresher now, bro. It's good to see that. Thank you, thank you. I'm not fresher, I'm older, that's why. When I started YouTube, I see some of your comments on the YouTube video. You're watching YouTube videos from like 3 years ago, bro. Can we sell gold below 1 hour support? Yeah, it would be possible once we get a close though. Harry, were you profitable when you uploaded SMC content? No, I wasn't. I wasn't at that time. That was my goal, is I used to just share my experiences. So I used to share something I learned, help me learn it, and share stuff like that. So I'll just give my perspective on it, my take, and how I digested it and how it's helped me. So that's when I originally started YouTube, to make content like that. I mean, if you look at my YouTube, I mean, most people start YouTube to like sell a course or sell a product. I actually didn't sell a product till, I think we're coming on to 1.5 years soon. So I started YouTube for 3 years. I didn't sell anything on YouTube. I just had a YouTube channel. That's it. I wasn't even monetized. So yeah, most people start YouTube, they immediately, I mean, if you go in my old videos, I doubt I'm selling any. I don't know if I had my website. I remember, I've only sold, like the group was only opened about 1.5 years ago. Let's go see oldest. Not fully oldest. Obviously this stuff here I don't. But let's go see something like when I started YouTube here like 4 years ago, this was me still trading price action. So I was consistent in price action, but still I would give back profits. But 4 years ago, man, like definitely wasn't generating money from the markets. But you can see none of my stuff is like stuff that really has to do with, it's more just sharing experiences, you know. And then really here is where I went full hardcore into price action, you know. That's it. Now from this stage here, remember before I started YouTube I had a year as well. This stage here I started seeing consistency, but wasn't full profitable just yet. And then here I just started sharing. I just started sharing my experiences, mastering my entry types, what are different stuff. You can see LTAs 3 years ago, back testing my price action strategy, So all it was sharing my experiences, you know. I'm interested to see here what I was putting in the description from back then. I was putting just my Discord group, that's it. And my Telegram group, that's what I was putting. That's all I had. Let's see this video.
Welcome back, everybody.
Holy shit, man. Like, this is why I was losing. I can see why I was losing. But this is basic stuff, like, you know, structure. So I was just teaching basic stuff on the internet, right? Look, I'm just teaching structure, teaching candle. Why it keeps skipping down like that, man? Stop skipping down. Basic stuff I was teaching. Can I have a look at GU? Yeah, what would you like to see at GU? So daily candle did manage to still close above here. 4-hour time frame closing bearish. So we are mixed session bias here. So if we do start to create supports, we could start to trade out of this zone. 1 hour did close below on GU. 15-minute close below at support. So you kind of pretty tough at the supports here. I'd say maybe you could look for something like a setup 3 here. But base stop loss on a 30-minute to be safe would be the best. But anytime we've sold lows, it's kind of retrace, sold lows, retrace. So you can also wait for retracements to look for the continuation of sells. Now the buys actually get a little bit more complex here. I'd say you wouldn't entertain buys until we break structure or change structure here. You know, that's about it. So that's GU plan. Then you can kind of look for that pullback sells as well. All right, so we are getting that pullback here on GJ, right? We said it is due for the 5-minute pullback, so it is happening now. About 2 minutes for the frickin' 15-minute to close, and it looks like the 15-minute will close back in the range after all that. Which is not bad, because it just means we have to wait another 15 minutes. So while we're waiting, let's go and review the boys' plans here. 3 options, sell below. Yes, yes. Great. You won't want setup 2, you'd want a close back inside the range. Not a setup 2, you'd want setup 4, close back inside the range. Buys, sells tight. You just make sure you identify it's tight. Better sells below here. Gold looking for buys, breakout buys. At the time, yes. Now, maybe sells even become an option. What are you looking for here on gold? Structure for buys back here. After tap the top of the range, you probably just want to buy above. Yes, these are valid. This one here is valid. Close above for buy, close below for sell. Fine. Again, this level is very tight. Yep, again, these sells we need to be careful, but yes, idea is good. Buys above, we had a look. It is a trade range above. The sell idea is not bad. Tough from here, man, tough. But this type of buy idea is okay. Setup 1 sells was good at the time. See, we need to adapt plans because those plans are already not relevant, right? Price action has changed. Look for the buy above here on gold. At the time, yes. It's a bit tight. I just prefer to go above the whole range. See the close here. So close doji. Let's see gold close here. Gold also closed above. Same price action on GJ and gold, just completely opposite. So those blue candles are slick. Yeah, man, I'm telling you. I really like his... you must share your candle. I quite like it, man. I might change my charts like this. I might do it. You must share your charting options, man. Bullish bias. Buys above. Yeah, that's also a nice buy plan there. The sells we could also make sense because see where we're rejecting from. Zone is choppy. Dump and get to here. Below is clean, correct. Buys with structure, yeah. But again, plans are changing right now. It's moving fast. Your sell plan here was fine. More sells below there. Perfect. Buy plan could also make sense from the bottom of the range up. Just make sure to add it, what I said. Yes, but watch this zone, mark this zone. Yes, yes, yes. That's it, perfect, well done. See how DAX closed here. So DAX is closing kind of like, it is closing bearish. I wouldn't say the strongest confidence of bearish closure. I think now a buy would probably make sense above here. Above 22,500 key level. 22,500 key level. Buys above there. Close above 22,500. We have a 35 point range. That would make sense for the buys. Now for the sells, there could be a tight sell below here. I don't know how much I trust it though. What type of balls I have to take that so close to support. I don't think it really. You'd need a very perfect close. Harry, if you're getting 2% gain per week in London session, do you prefer to trade NY session? You know, if you're there, why not? You know, you could gain extra. That's the point. You know? Man, now he put it in German just to mess us up. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. Interesting, interesting. We shall try it, we shall try it. Yo! What is NL? Oh, wait, I don't want to mess up all my charts. Carson is full locked in. What's Carson doing, bro? Oh, damn. He's not playing. Glasses on and everything. Man is... That's it, man. Full laser beam. Doctor disrespect. Would be interesting to test blood pressure on red and green versus blue and white. Blood pressure? Why blood pressure? Damn, he's even cheersing us, bro. Man's enjoying today. Man, today we have to... Bro. Carson, you need to do your hair like this, bro. Where's the cap? Need the cap, bro. You normally trade New York session when CPI news? CPI news only 30 minutes after New York session. You have the whole session after that, so it's not going to affect the whole session. If anything can bring some volume. I'm in Mexico for the first time. Yeah, I saw. I thought you, but your flight said Bangladesh, so it's definitely not Bangladesh. It's good, man. Oh man, no 15 close below or 30-minute close below. We're already dumping here. Fully haram mode. Give some love to my home country. There you go, man. He's already in the culture. Nasdaq paid for it. Let's go. Man is in Nasdaq shorts, eh? Good, good. Do you share your setups? Of course, I do share. This is a public stream with a public record, which means I must share to be able to have a public record. 8 minutes for this candle can definitely flip in 8 minutes. Some 5-minute structure now forms. So if you imagine when the candle closes above, it will also create a support there. So you have your 5-minute structure. Now, in the unfortunate event that price does end up being a little bit of a bitch per se, you can use that to manage, so you won't have to lose all. But maybe I use the tighter stop loss, get better risk to reward. So we're going to see how that all forms. Give me a sec, just go toilet, come back, guys. Almost 500 viewers. Oh, amazing, bro. It is amazing. I do appreciate everyone showing up to the stream as always, man. I always appreciate you guys in the exclusive and the stream. It's amazing to have a community that can show up daily. It's just nice. It's just nice, you know. 600 viewers is the giveaway, though. Not 500. We're at 450 now, so a bit of work today, actually. Underrated channel. I appreciate it. Yeah, we just need to keep it active. Leave a like, really helps, and subscribe if you're new, stuff like that. It definitely helps. We're putting out great content here. Definitely a place to super improve here. 4 minutes for this candle. Let's see how it closes in 4 minutes. See how gold's done. Gold rejected. No close below, man. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Like, people need to understand that long term these candle closures will save you. Sometimes it's frustrating, but in a time like this, like, you could easily said, I'm going in on this 5. And I'm sure a lot of people would have FOMO'd and been like, I'm taking this 5-minute close below here because markets recently haven't given me a chance and it's really hard and I'm just going to go in. And that's where you break your plan. And it's not really fully breaking the plan because you still take it with a close, but you're making excuses. And then you go and you get into some profits and you feel good just for it to reverse back on you. You know? Just for it to reverse back on you. And then it becomes a very frustrating thing. Can you repeat gold? Nothing close below on gold. We have 30-minute support here, nothing close below 30 support, simple as that. So you're asking about this rejection wick, despite this bullish still considered structure? No, look at the 5. 5 has structure, right? Now, once we have that structure, we can rely on all of this stuff, because if we're taking a buy above here, we have this to protect stop loss, we have this to protect stop loss, because stop loss will go below here, right? So ideally you have all these points, and if it just dumps back down, okay, what to do? It's just tough markets at that point. You can't avoid that. Unless you don't take a trade. Looking at weekly resistance on GJ77, you think it's been wicking there all day? It has been wicking there all day. I want to see if this wick exactly wicked it, but we have crossed it with a daily. That's the difference. The difference is we've been wicking there all day, but we haven't closed above this resistance in like a London session per se. So that'd give me more confidence. Price would close above it anyways if it closes anywhere here. About 1 minute 36 seconds here. See how the candle closes. Looks like it does want to close above here, unless in 1 minute it just ends up super rejecting. With the way that this candle is forming here, most likely we'll be going above this wick, not the current wick. We also have to hope it doesn't just blast all the way up here in the last 1 minute candle, which sometimes can happen. It's just an unfortunate thing when that does happen. Looking at 1 minute, it is possible, but hopefully we can just remain a little bit tamed here. Just for at least about 58 seconds. See if we can close above. Looks like it will close above. Maybe not. But it does look like it's closing above here. 30-minute as well closed above. Bottom wick is now made. Yeah, so what I'll do here is I'll take a buy break of this high, the highest high here. You got bottom wick on broker. I have a gap down. So I thought we can't count. Oh, there we go. Triggered me there. I have a gap down. So this is what we thought we count that. Stops will go below previous candle. Like original. Here is not just a 1-to-1. It's very close to a 1-to-1. But we're going to see.
Harry, are we going to take profit at daily, or we're gonna wait for it to break it, or
We will see,
run
man. Let's just take the trade.
Okay.
We need to see what price action does. Could not even reach there, right?
Of course. Of course.
So we have this 1 hour here. It's another watch zone. On 15 and all, like we discussed before, pretty clean. Make sure we have this accurate. I want to see this 5 close. Strong bullish would be preferred here. 5-minute close is about 48 seconds. I definitely want to see the 5 close above that 30. That's pretty important for me to see the 5 close above this 30. Can I close above this 30? Very important. It did close above the 30 here. Now we need to break this high. Blow up on the screen. That's last resort. Said it tapped daily on broker. Let's see. If it did, I still have room on my broker, unfortunately. Good to get this out the way before we tap PE. Yeah, only problem is, can we survive it? Or is price just gonna be nasty? In NQ for too much margin? Man is full short NQ. I want to see this high rebroken here for me. 5 minute has top wick now. Can we break that high is the question. We need to break this high. Very close to doing it. I would consider that now broken, which is nice. Now we're tapping this 1 hour, so we need to watch this 1 hour. Just be ready, guys, here. We need to survive this 1 hour tap that we've just done into this 1 hour resistance. 5 close bullish here. I just want to be cautious at this 1 hour. Hopefully we can push above it, and then lower time frame can create structure above it and then just take us up towards that daily resistance. We just need the volume that it had the past 2 days. It was moving nicely yesterday. See if we can get the volume in now. For now, I'm going to be moving stop loss to below this 1 minute structure. It has no reason to break that after making that bottom wick area. So about 8.2 pips. Come on, Mr. GJ. 1 minute has no pullbacks. Question mark? What are you question mark about? SL to BE? I'm not. I'm mental. I'm not yet because 1 minute has no pullbacks. 1 minute has no pullbacks. So I adjusted my stop loss from below the lows here, which was about 21 pips to about 8 pips here. So that's where I put the stop loss so far. That's nice. Let's go, GJ. Show it to me. It's tapping daily resistance on my broker now. I'm just gonna manage on the 1 minute and just see how this forms on 1 minute. We're pushing through the daily resistance now. If we can just get a little bit more, I'll look to close soon. Come on, GJ, a little bit more. Don't want to be too greedy, would like to be paid today. I might take some when it breaks this low here. Reject now. Oh, it hasn't rejected. Guess I have to hold. Now I'll manage based on this 1 minute structure. 5 minute close in about 1 minute as well. So we're gonna watch this 1 minute structure here. If it breaks below that, now I will move stops to break even anyways. Not gonna lose it. This is not closing, rejecting it. If this flips, I'm going to secure. Flips and breaks its own low here. I have to take out 10 pips or something, but so far it's okay. Come on, reject. All right, wait. Wait. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna move my stop loss below that 1 minute low. All right. So I secured there. That's it. Actually, wait. I didn't press enter, look. Now it went through. Still in. Still. Still surviving. Let's see how it goes. All or nothing. Actually survived. I actually survived. No way I survived. Stop loss below 1 minute structure now. Probably gonna not be greedy here. Probably gonna take it very soon. You know what? Right. All right, I took it there, I closed. There's where I took it. Right there. You can see the line. Don't know if that shows on Instagram. On Zoom. So closed there for about 19 pips, I believe. No, 20. I think I got 19 here. I closed 19. I didn't get right the peak. That's it. Finally. Holy shit, man. That was well waited for. Let's see how much percent we secured there. Okay. That's not bad, man. That's not bad. 0.89-ish, 88 if you want to be accurate. Risked about 21 pips, close for about 19. So very, but a little bit of slippage there at entry, about a pip when it broke through. And yeah. Finally a win. Thank God. Happy with that. And that's it. Something light. GJ actually paid. I'm surprised. It only took us 7 days. Holy shit, man. Finally something that follows the plan, and then the plan works out. I like that though. That feels good. It feels good when something follows the plan and the plan works out. I was quite calm. I didn't move to stop loss break even. We sat through the drawdown. You know, we sat through this a little bit of sweaty drawdown, but 5 minute ended up closing bullish, and quite a smooth move to TP, to be honest. And that was it. So yeah, to be honest, it's not I'm telling you, Emmanuel, yeah, it sometimes good to go back for. Bro, that's comment of the day, bro. We need this as comment of the day, bro. This is comment of the day. Emmanuel wins comment of the day, bro. I need to post this here and take a... Write W's in chat. If people notice this, they notice it. I need to post it like this. YouTube, go. We'll see Carson as well. Okay, that'll be funny. That's funny. Comment of the day. We'll put it comment of the day. You get awarded today. Image? What's image? Look, I press paste image. No. Forgive me for all the females out there. We mean just jokes with this. We do not treat females as objects like that. Carson is happy now. But he couldn't join us because he's full margin in NQ shorts. Man is sending it, man. Sending it. Carson, you need... Are those the Burberry ones? Or are we upgrading soon to the Burberry ones? Oh, they are the Burberry ones. Bro, I'm telling you, he's got the Burberry ones as well. Yes, sir. Man's full on Togi fan, huh? That's who he got it from for sure. It's slippage of the mouth per day. Yeah, I know. It's not a nice comment for sure, but we mean it with only jokes. We're speaking about a pair here. We're not speaking about something else, you know. Thanks for the guidance. Female traders here in the Netherlands, we don't feel offended. Yes, we're not blanketing statement, and I appreciate you sharing that with us because we don't mean for it to be offensive. Just to make that straight, you know, just to make that straight. We really don't mean for it to be offensive. Just a bit of fun. You're still holding half? Amazing. CS stream this weekend? Damn. Yeah, maybe. Play the drip song? Buy the dip? This was not buying the dip. This was buying the high. This was buying the high. Can gold be a trap for sellers? I don't believe anything closed below, right? Actually, technically, this slightly closed below the 30, but did we get a big top wick first? No. So it closed below the 30 and then made its top wick. So with this big top wick, you could have taken it on the flip, but then it closed bullish to look for the wick fill. But this is what I mean. Gold today a little bit tougher with CPI. See what DAX is doing. Open here in DAX in 10 minutes. Maybe we get an open trade here as well. Today we full send, man. Markets are gonna move. I will make money. He didn't say female X, he said X, so it's both ways. Yeah, but you know, we don't want to get into that. That's a little bit deep. Anyways, I'm happy we were able to secure a win, and it's nice. It's well waited for. That trade you consider gap down as bottom wick. That's what I'm starting to do on IC. When I see a gap down, I consider bottom wick. I mean, you guys on, let's say, FTMO, what did you have? Wick or no wick? Other brokers, I want to hear just general blanket statement. All broker, Tradingview brokers had it. IC didn't, but it was a gap down. It did actually come down to make a wick. I mean, just with how markets have been, I just really wanted to just go. Had a normal wick, FTMO gap down, and nipple wick. So you had a wick. Like literally, the past few days, like if I let that put me off, today I would have missed it again. So it did come down for a wick anyway, so that's proving our point. Now that was a little bit of sweaty drawdown because we could have held drawdown all the way to this structure here. We could have held drawdown all the way to this structure. Yeah, you had a little wick there as well. Nice, man. You got out here for $1,000. Nice. Slowly but surely. Your bias on DAX based on latest price action? Latest price action. My bias doesn't change based on price action. My bias is always set based on the candle closures. But this was actually a trade right here. The close above here. Remember we said if we get a close above here. This was a trade but no structure. So let's see 1 minute. Actually 1 minute looks pretty good. So maybe this would have been a trade here. Stop loss, but no bottom wick here on this candle to put stop loss. So stop loss 39 points for 20. Maybe. In hindsight, looking a little bit easier. I took 50 pips around 19 pips. Rest at 22 pips. Nice. Yeah, I was moving my stop loss up. I waited for the rejection, was going to put it below the low so that I forced myself to get out, and then it bounced no bottom wick. So I managed to survive that. First trade in 1.5 weeks, great one. I hope you're full margining your prop firm. Every trade needs to just be full margin, daily drawdown limit at this point. Telling you, bro. Win streak of 6 trades after our discussion. Yeah, I mean, but, you know, that's 6% easy. And if you full margined, that's a count passed. Shit, man. Maybe today you get a little bit. What R you did on that trade? 0.9. My stop loss was 21.7 pips. 22 because I got slipped 1 pip at entry. And I got 19.5. So 0.8 if we want to be super, 0.88. I didn't write it actually, right? Did I even post the trade? No. I just tapped move SL up by 1 minute by spread. We'll take some pro. Damn, just tap, bro. Just like literally just. Shit. Yeah, that spread. What's your spread on IC right now? Mine's pretty high. It's 0.7. It's probably why I got slipped that pip. It's not that bad though. At least his profits could be worse. Nice to just get the momentum. This thing is still running, but I'm happy to have secured. I didn't really want to leave a runner. It does have room though. It does have room, but listen, I'm happy to just secure, you know, because I wanted to secure something. Where's my Zoom chat gone?
Harry, that was very impressive trade. You know, like all the rules and everything. But what most was impressive for me is how you managed it. That was really masterclass. When you moved the stop loss to below 1 minute, and then it exactly played out how you thought. It didn't actually touch it. I mean, it like barely almost, but not.
Touched it for Joe because he's gay. But anyways.
Yeah, that was pretty epic. Really masterclass. Thank you.
No, it was yeah. Today I wasn't too aggressive on break even, just because of how big the LTA is. That's why I didn't move to. I didn't mind because look, this 1 minute high low. The only thing I feared was this, guys. I feared that we popped up here, and then this here where we had this 1 minute bearish candle will come back here, retest. A wick will tap us break. By here I would have been out break even because of being slipped 1 pip at entry. And then it continues. And all it did was made another higher low. So I said, okay, fine. Let me, if it just comes one MF candle, like a FU candle towards the downside and stops us out, I'm losing 8 pips compared to 22 pips. So I'll take that. It's more than half. It would suck, but you know, I want to at least give it the chance to bounce. If I saw it bounce and then struggle again, make a lower high, I would have got out break even. Cheers, Sil. How much are you risking on this challenge, Sil? Not answering me. Thanks, bro. He buggered off. 1.5? Good. From 9.5 to 4. You see, but I'm telling you, it's a mindset thing, man. It's like you didn't care and you just said, I'm taking options, I'm not hesitating. I don't care because you considered. It's like it immediately changed because now you're taking trade. Because there's so many times I remember you used to hesitate and stuff like that. And then boom. Also, you're trading a little bit less. You've been a bit more busy. Helps. You're taking better options. Which, it's just... You see how that works. Yeah, we have Zoom later today. NY session. Remember, it's 1 hour earlier, guys, the Zoom for NY session. Just keep that in mind. But I think I'm going to show up after CPI because there's no 30 minutes we have to trade CPI. Bit tight for me. So to look for a trade in 30 minutes, I'm scared I take a trade and I get stuck before CPI. So I'm just going to wait till CPI and then we trade after CPI and go. So 4:30. Adding risk is hard to do midway unless you yeah, scaling into the positions is nice when you, every time you scale into a position, it's a new position. Like JP is saying, you can give back all your profits, which really suck. You guys want to see the drop off after we close the trade? We have like a pretty nice mountain peak has been formed. It's the mountain peak. Whew. See what DAX is doing. Open here, pop down first. Yeah, I mean DAX could still make sense above here in a minute. Freeloading at its finest. Yeah. They could have left a like, at least get the likes up to 200 would have been nice, but they didn't give us that as well. Still here for the love of trading. Yeah, I mean it was a painful one those past few days, man, but listen, I think overall, to have that win, got out of it pretty unscathed compared to how much I could have been scathed. So that was a long one for me, and definitely I saw the opportunities were there, just from my side. But I'm always the guy, like, think about it. Okay, maybe I hesitate out of 2 positions, I miss 2 positions, but I don't lose. I rather miss a position than lose a position, because every time I miss, I learned. Yesterday I thought about it, I'm like, look, there was options there, but I didn't lose. So I just have room to get better. And that's it, that's it. It's pretty simple like that. Pretty smooth for GJ this, to be honest. It keeps on pushing. So that's not bad. Now I tap the other daily. Yeah. This trade is very easy to manage on the one. No 5-minute pullbacks. This is a little bit sketchy though. Hate I didn't leave a runner, bro. It's always woulda, coulda, shoulda, man. You can't hate. Even if you close early here at like 9 pips, it's fine. It's just part of the game. Like, what if it rejected from that 9 pips? You would have been in the correct position. What if it rejected from this daily resistance where I managed to get out? It doesn't matter. Like, that's not your job as a trader. You know? Gold views. Right now we rejected bottom of the range. I mean, if something can close above here would be good. 5 minute is already trying to push up here. If you can get one more structure would be nice. The best is a change of structure from here will give you the easiest setup. If I get a change of structure, I'll be able to take a buy here. I would take that. Even though I've taken a win, I'll take that trade as well. Harry, after taking 1 trade per session, do you find another opportunity? Normally, on the same pair, there isn't. Because think about GJ right now. Like, why would I start taking buys here at the break of this high? It doesn't make sense. If I'm in buys from here, why would I consider taking buys up here again? Doesn't make sense. I should have just held my buys if I expected it to continue. You see? That's how it would be. So on a different pair, yes, I would consider different trades, but they need to be good trades. Nothing risky, nothing stupid. I consider all these resistances, man. I rather leave gold range right now. Like if you told me would I take a gold trade, not unless a very perfect setup, because these still are concerning for me. Even though wicks, yes, but I don't know. I'm still concerned. That's crazy, 120 left after TP. It's okay. You guys who stay here, the OG. I'm thinking, you guys, we keep coming. How much we peaked today? You guys can't get that giveaway, huh? 529, man. Always like 80 people, 70 people off. Last time you were 4 people off. why we didn't go be at 1 hour zone in GJ, rather trail to 1 minute, because it's a previous zone, not current zone. Plus we want to we don't want to basically bottle the trade and miss the opportunity of this pushing, because 1 minute higher lows were holding. We had no 1 minute higher low the time I took the trade. The time we were pushing through here, we only had this structure. So I'm scared, like if you think about it, imagine you took an entry here. Let's say you took an entry here, break of this high, okay? And that's your last 1 minute structure here. Then what you did is that when price went and did a push, you move stop to break even. When price came back, it would have stopped you out break even. But if you kept stop loss below 1 minute structure, you would have survived and you would have been able to take profit there. So the same concept happened here. So when my entry now is here, okay, and 1 minute structure happened below my entry, if 1 minute structure comes back and taps me out break even and continues, I'm going to lose the position, not make anything, when I was only scared of a previous level. So instead, what do? Put stop loss below there. You guys are lucky you get that on YouTube. I don't even discuss that. I normally discuss that after Zoom session on with the exclusives. But I forgot to close YouTube and discuss that. Anyhow, I'm gonna call it a session here. I'm happy with that. Don't want to keep it too long and do anything silly. Take care all. Leave a like on the stream. Thank you for showing up. And it's, overall happy trade. And take care, guys. Hopefully speak to you guys soon. All right. Peace. Much love. And take care. Peace. See you guys. Hopefully see you soon.